Over my years as a realtor in Waterloo region, I've had the pleasure of meeting plenty of successful person. Here are some of their stories. Welcome to People Around Town. Welcome back to People Around Town. I am stoked, absolutely stoked to have the one and only Syd Vanderpool here with me. Syd is a former Canadian middleweight champion, world title contender, turned coach and mentor to many, bringing really a focused discipline, proper mindset, and a very competitive attitude to this. But not only has he turned into coaching and a business, but also through Destiny Athletics, which hopefully we touch on.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Just a huge, I guess, charitable component and philanthropist at the same time. This is a man that is very tough to tie down, but I think it would be easier to set this up than trying to pin him in a corner of a ring, because that would hurt. Trying to get us. Syd Vanderpool, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate you.
I'm looking forward to it.
This is awesome. So, I guess the power of sport. I love sports, and I grew up playing multiple sports. Nothing at the high level that you're dealing with or you've dealt with, but the friendships I've made, the people I've met, the places I've been, again, probably don't compare to what you've done. Yeah. But now moving to being a sports dad right now, like, these are, I don't know, something special about sports. So we can move however you want to flow on this. My curiosity is going to pretty much lead the charge, but to me, just flow with it.
Yeah, we'll just go.
Yeah. So I guess, how'd you get into sport? What's your feeling about sport? And if you want to get into boxing, by all means, please.
Yeah. I mean, I just love sport, athletics, and competition. What you have to do and become in order to compete, it develops you, right? And I see that, and I see it from people who don't compete, and then those who do actually get involved in a sport. And I watch the difference, and there's so many good things, especially when you have good coaching. So I'm big on coaching.
Right.
I love developing coaches, teaching coaches, because that is like the foundation of being able to really give people a good athletic experience and a sport experience, and that's what a coach would hopefully do
for you. Okay.
Yeah.
And then as you sort of develop through the years in whatever sports, boxing, what are a few of the coaches that you had that stood out to you, and what are the things that resonate in your brain? I had one coach, and he wasn't necessarily my favorite coach of all time, but he had one thing that he stuck by, and his name was Coach Z, and Coach the Draw Hall. And he would say, his saying was, there's no such thing as a good excuse. And then there's also Coach Weber that said, put on your brass balls and play man to man. But what are some of the things that from your coaches, and feel free to name drop and let's just sort of flow with it.
You know, when you talk about those sayings, those things that they said over and over and over again, it's like, okay, like that clicks with me. I'm like, okay. Yeah. So Coach Arnie Beam, legendary coach from Kitchener, coached Lennox Lewis, the Johnsons, myself, my brother Fitz as well.
Yes.
Arnie would say stuff like, the more you sweat, the less you bleed.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so great. Simple but profound.
It's going out of you either way.
He would say, hard work only hurt the other guy.
Oh, yeah.
Things like that. He'd just say over and over and over again, and it just became a staple of, how you performed in the gym.
Yes.
And as you know, the way you train is the way you're going to compete.
True.
And I've learned this, just coaching athletes as well. I can't expect something different from them than what they've already done in training.
Right.
And so I really have to try and make sure that if I'm going to push them, it's do the hard work in the gym.
Right.
So the fight can be easier.
Yeah.
Well, not easy, easier, right?
Right.
And so, just, those sorts of things. Again, Arnie Beam, I trained with Emmanuel Stewart. Emmanuel Stewart was so funny. Emmanuel he's a legend, right?
Yeah.
I was watching Julio Cesar Chavez way back when Chavez was fighting Medrick Taylor, he had like 90 wins, 1 loss or something like that.
Wow.
And Emmanuel Stewart's in his corner. And that was like the beginning of Emmanuel's career. And Emmanuel went to train, Oscar De La Hoya, Lennox Lewis, Tommy Hearns, all these sorts of people. So I had the opportunity to work with Emmanuel for about 1.5 years.
Wow.
And I remember him saying to me, he would say, Sydney, you're too uptight. You need to relax a little bit. He goes, you guys from Kitchener, because he trained Lennox Lewis as well.
Right.
He's like, you know what I told Lennox? I go, Lennox, you need to go to the club and dance. You just need to dance, right? Right?
Yeah.
And so he was just a master at knowing what each fighter needed at that point in their career.
Right.
And so I learned from him and Coach John Davenport. He was a military man. Did 3 tours of Vietnam, and the second 2 were voluntary.
Wow.
And he was a Marine in the recon. So if you don't know, recon is first people in.
Yes.
Recon.
Yes. And fearless.
Yes.
Completely.
Yeah, and he was my coach.
Wow.
Right? And so he just taught me about so many lessons about being a professional.
Yeah.
It was early in my professional career.
Yes.
And up until that point, I was an amateur fighting as a pro, or in the pros.
In the pros.
I was not a pro.
Okay.
Right?
No.
He taught me about showing up on time, having all your equipment, no shortcuts, all these sorts of things that make you professional in sport and in life. And a lot of his lessons I take and I'm able to give to other fighters. And for me, that's how I honor the people who have taught me. I honor them by carrying on the things and the lessons that they've taught me into the next generation.
So how are you being able to compete at such a high level like you are, when you're dealing with somebody that wants to be coach? How do you set your, expectations of them or limitations on them? Or do they, or I guess it's the way they first come at you when they ask to be coached? Like, the only story I know is Denton. Right?
Yes.
And if he gets mad at me for bringing his name up in this, then so be it. Right?
Yeah.
Or, apparently Shane trains, and you can say, now Shane, you are too old for this right now.
Yeah.
But, nobody, I think, locally wants to jump into the ring with him on train. But, like, how do you sort of understand that? Because there is a level of good enough.
Right, correct.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, there is.
So how do you set that? Or what's I'm sure there's not a protocol per se, but...
Yeah, we have it up on our wall. It says structure, discipline, and belief.
Okay.
Right, structure, discipline, belief. In order to be like the very best, the highest level, you need all 3.
Right.
You need all 3. Can you get so far without one component? Absolutely.
Sure.
Right? So when you come in, fighters will come in, hey, I want to be an Olympian. Okay, great. Like, I'm not saying it's not possible.
Yeah.
Structure. If I give you the structure of your training, are you able to discipline yourself to do that? Okay. That's one level. Sure. You can get to provincials, nationals. Sure. Belief. Do you have the belief that you could actually be the best in the world? Do you actually believe that?
Right.
That's the next level. If you put the structure, discipline with the belief, you can get a lot further. And one of my other coaches, Adrian Titorescu, master coach, coached many Olympians, including Lennox Lewis, Egerton Marcus, these sorts of guys.
Yes.
Yeah. When you went to his gym, he said there can be no high performance in life without structure and discipline. True. Right? And 100%. Like, without structure and discipline, you can't have high performance. And so that takes you to one level, and then you add the belief in. And so when I'm training athletes and just working with individuals in general, I'm looking for those components. Are they there? And can I help them instill, maybe add to discipline, or add to structure? It's going to help them improve a little bit better.
So how quickly do you notice what they have?
Yeah. In terms of discipline, quickly. Yeah. Right? Like, can you show up to class on time? Sure. Right? If you can't show up to class on time, okay, well, before we go any further, we got to work on that. Because I could show you how to throw a jab, show you all this stuff, but at a certain level you're going to get to, which is not going to be too far down the road, your lack of discipline to the structure is going to show, right away. Immediately. And I'll tell, like, the athletes when they're simple things like, we're going to a tournament. If the weigh-ins are at 8 a.m. and you come in at 8:05 a.m. to the team, and we're going to go, we're waiting for you.
Right.
Now mentally we're like, oh man, we're a little bit late.
What else can we expect?
All these things, everything matters. Now you've not just affected yourself, you affected the team. Now everybody's on edge. Well, why are we wasting that energy on simple things that we can control?
True.
So much is going to happen in the ring that you
can't.
Let's control the controllables.
Right.
Simple thing. Let's show up on time. Right.
I think that's now through the, and I'm sorry, my just one thing you say jumps to the next thing.
Yeah,
it's
that's fine.
Weird
Yeah.
onion conversation. Peel back later. So through this and through, I don't know, was it your idea to do the whole sort of Champions for Charity setup? Like with that, like that could almost be a made for TV sort of program.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
With the transformations that you've seen with some of these people.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, not unfortunately, because they actually still made it through the process, right? Mm-hmm. And no, I can't do it. I'm not doing it. I'm not interested. I'll MC. Yeah. With that, though, were there some people that came in and you might have said to yourself, man, if you would have come in to see me 15 years ago.
Absolutely. Yeah, that happens, right? And again, the Champions for Charity, that is the brainchild of Mandy Bujold, right? One of my former athletes. And, she came and talked to me about the idea, and she said, hey, can you help me out with the training aspect of it? I'm like, for sure. Because to be a 2-time Olympian,
yes,
I know the structure, the discipline, like all that stuff is there. So to be able to partner with someone that has that already, I knew it was going to be a success. Mm-hmm. So, her being able to do all the things, that go around the Champions for Charity, and us just providing the training aspect, that's like a dream come true for me.
For you, yes.
And yeah, some of these athletes, I look at them, I'm like, wow, like they pick it up so quick, and it's just like, if you were like 15 years ago, like we could have done some real damage.
We could have done. Well, and that's one of the things. So I guess Champions for Charity, I should mention, is a fundraiser event for the Destiny Athletics, which, and I'll let you go over explain exactly what.
So the Champions for Charity, the fundraiser is for McMaster's Children's Hospital.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that was McMaster's Children's Hospital. We also have a few local tie-ins as well. So last year, in its third year, raised $750,000.
That's amazing.
For McMaster, right?
That's amazing.
And so, it's the people that come on board to support this, and just the community. I mean, you already know this because you're one of those people.
Sure.
One of the most philanthropic, generous communities in all of Canada is right here. It's right here, and they show up and they show out every single year.
And so you'll have a lot of high performing business people and just people from around town that come in, and it's pretty much a transformation process for a lot of them. For these events. So like, how long does what's the timeline from, okay, I want to do this, to you're stepping in the ring?
Yeah, we'll have our tryouts in November, and then we'll select by December to let them know that, okay, get your mind ready, because in January, first week in January, training starts. And training is 16 weeks. After 16 weeks, they're in the ring.
Yeah.
And it's not like this little ring and like with
it's the real thing.
The production.
Yes.
I've had a few professional fights.
Yeah.
The production is on. It is there. It is the walkout, the cameras, the smoke. One guy had fireworks. Money Mark Mello. Marty Mark Mello. He did it. Main event. He had fireworks, and I'm coming out, and I'm just like, wow, like this is amazing. And this is their first fight ever, Money.
Yes.
In front of all these people, sold out crowd, people cheering. It's like, it's pretty special.
So you have that event, and then you also have. You're almost putting on your own events, so people that train with you can also then see the fruits of their labor.
Yeah.
And then that's about 4 per year, is it not?
4 to 5 a year. Yeah.
So we have 4 to 5 of those per year, plus then Champions for Charity.
Correct, yeah.
Who puts on more events than you guys do?
Nobody.
Seriously, in this town, come to think of it, like...
No.
How many events?
So that'll be
events.
5 events plus the Champions for Charity, and then we do our open house events 3 times a year. So we have an open house event coming up next week, and what we'll do is an opportunity for some of our athletes and some people who have been sparring to get in front of some of their mentors and do some sparring in front of people.
Yeah.
And we'll have it'll be a great afternoon. So we do 3 of those a year, and just allow. What we found is when people come in to SydFIT and they experience the community, I hear time and time again, like, whoa, we didn't expect that.
Yes.
Maybe we need to come back again. So as many opportunities as we can have to come in and experience our community, we try and provide that.
And now you've had finally you have your own space.
Yeah.
Well, you made it your own, but now this has been the culmination of many years.
Yeah.
And getting finally to your own home.
Yeah.
How did it feel when you first walked through the door when it's like, we are open for business?
You know what? It only took about 3 or 4 days, and one of my coaches said to me, "Do you miss the old spot?" And I'm like, "No."
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know how badly we needed to move until we moved. And being in, so the main gym area is about 6,500 square feet, which allows us to have 2 rings, strength and conditioning area, personal training area, a big open floor. And what that allows for is, before in the old space, you would finish your class and you had to go because we need to get the next group of people in.
Oh, true, right.
Right? And people would be like coming out of the change room, like hopping over people, like scrunching to the side to get out.
Tying up, taking
Yeah,
up.
it was tight, right?
Yeah.
And now people could finish their class, they can talk, they can watch what else is going on. And so the community has been like, people will stick around and talk for like 15, 20, 30 minutes to each other. And so that's been really nice to be able to be in a spot that allows not just for people to get physically fit and mentally fit, but create social bonds, right?
And once you see other people doing it and other people pushing, it probably makes you want to go a little bit more than too.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what happens, right? And they just inadvertently they become part of the community.
So where did you train growing up?
So
was it still locally? Or I don't even know. Like, I don't know the landscape.
So initially it was my dad. My dad, he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna teach my sons to be boxers."
Yes.
And so we trained in the home gym, let's call it.
Okay.
We
Yes.
created a gym in the home, and that's what we did. Like, that training was like part of our life. Every morning, we get up, we go, we run, we come back home. We had a carport. He'd have weights out there.
So actually, no, you know what? If you don't mind, I want you to go deeper into this. I want paint the picture for me. What's the age, right? What's the seriously? What's the structure of the champion, right? Because one thing that I can't stand.
Yeah.
No, I deal with it, but in terms of if it's house league or whatever, it's different.
Yeah.
But if we're dealing with rep or select things, parents that complain, "Oh, my kid's not getting enough playing time." I would argue that if your kid was better, your kid would get more playing time.
Yeah.
So to be great, okay, and I'm going to call you great, and you can't take that away. It's already been called. He's great. To be great, and the earlier you do it, what's the structure? Like, my youngest son is 9. As a 9-year-old, please script out your day. Maybe we can take Sunday off.
Wow. Yeah. So what my dad did, which was pretty cool, he was a little bit ahead of his time, I think, in certain areas. He made exercise part of what the family did. So, like, on a weekend, they had these things called fun runs. Yeah. And we would go to a different city and participate in these fun runs. They were usually like 5Ks, and we get ribbons.
Okay.
But he's like, that's what we're going to do. That's our fun. Going to boxing events, like, that was part of the fun. Going to, like, we went to try and see, I say try because we didn't get in. We went to see Sugar Ray Leonard versus Duran in Montreal.
Oh, wow.
Road trip, let's go.
Yeah.
Right? And so he kind of incorporated to try and make fitness, because it wasn't always boxing. We did soccer too as well. Okay. He tried to, like, just make sure that we were active and having fun doing it as a family. And there was competition as well.
I'm sure.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so reps of athleticism. right?
Okay.
So it doesn't always have to be the specific sport, especially before adolescence.
Okay.
All right. So a lot of study. I mean, you can find studies, but the study I believe in is before the age of adolescence. The more sports you can have your kid touch, the wider the base. So the wider the base, the higher the pyramid.
Okay.
Right. And there are some key ones. So gymnastics, a combat sport, and an endurance sport.
Okay.
Right. So if you can have them touch some of those, they're just gonna be a better athlete when they get to that age of adolescence and they hit that growth spurt. Right. Because
anything can happen. You don't
anything
know
can
exactly
happen.
what their body's going to end up being.
Yeah. And I see it all the time. Right. Kids get overlooked because they don't have their size yet. Like,
Sure.
but they might be the best player.
Yeah.
But they get overlooked because they don't have the size yet. And then once they hit it, if they don't have the reps of athleticism, then
it's just not there.
it's just not there.
Okay. So, but you said in the morning your dad you'd go for a run.
Oh, we're running like
So
that.
what time in the morning does that run?
So it's before school. So
Okay.
we're probably out there like 6:30, 7 o'clock. We're running, right? So we're out running. We come back. We shower. We go to school. We come back. We're hitting the gym.
Okay.
Boxing. Some days it's we're doing strength training.
Wow.
We're in the carport. He's got all the weights set up. And we're doing strength training. And then we're doing all kinds of like calisthenics. He was big on calisthenics.
Really? Okay.
We did a lot of calisthenics. And I'm watching now what people are saying. One of the great things to do. We were doing that. Like that was part of it. And sauna. We had a sauna in our basement. Part of the routine was you sauna every night. Like my brothers and I, we would sauna every night. And my dad and it just became routine. Like that's what we did. Right, and so he was grooming us. I can't take a lot of credit for what I've accomplished because it was instilled in me. It was just a part. It was the culture. It was the norm. It's what we did.
Yeah. So it's kind of be do have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I use that word. Be do have.
Yeah.
Be committed. Do what it takes. Have what you want.
Yeah.
Right?
As opposed to somebody saying I'd save more money if I had more money. And then I'd be rich.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. You hear that one all the time. No.
Save money.
Yes.
Right. Then you have money,
Mm-hmm.
and then you are rich.
You are rich. Yeah.
Right.
That's it.
Okay. So this has been so much fun so far. We've had a lot of you were a home-based talent, I guess you could say, until I guess you showed promise and then was able to get further training. Lennox was a specimen.
Yeah.
Just period, right?
Yeah.
It's unmistakable to see a kid like that, especially in Kitchener-Waterloo.
Yeah.
30 years ago, and it's
Yeah.
like, okay, we're doing something. It's like him being that tall in Texas. The kid has to play football. It's as simple as that, right?
Yeah.
Now we have SydFIT.
Yeah.
Now we have a spot.
Yeah.
Now we have a program and structure.
Mm-hmm.
What's the method to trying to get kids? And I'm not just saying kids, and it doesn't matter if you're grown up and CrossFit's not your thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Get into boxing. There's no doubt about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what's the method now that actually we have the formula known?
Yeah.
And we have a location and spot for kids to get better. What's the method to, I guess, get the kids in? Because we should have a better opportunity here locally to really push the sport forward.
Yeah. This is a great question, Darryl. So what's happened is, and I was looking at this because the last World Championships, Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan, they had 8 gold medals and 7 gold medals, respectively.
Wow.
The next closest was 4, and then it was 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and it was and I'm like, so why? Why, right? Because I know some coaches were saying, oh, well, because of money. I don't think Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan have a ton of money.
Yes.
USA was way down there in the 18th or 20th spot, and they pump a lot of money into it. Mm-hmm. So what's the real reason? And it kind of goes hand in hand with what you were talking about. It's we have a lot of different opportunities here. There's hockey, there's soccer, there's other sports vying for the attention of kids.
Sure.
And the parents. Whereas in countries like Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan, there's only so many things that they can really do to really excel themselves out of poverty or out of a certain lifestyle.
Right.
And they are metal machines. Like when somebody goes into boxing, they are going there to get a medal, right? And the country treats them like that's their job. Whereas here, if you're in boxing, it's not because that's going to be your job. It's like you're trying to you're going to have to go to school. You're still doing other things. Whereas there, they can focus more on one thing. So we do need to get the word out there and get the sport out to other, especially female athletes. We do have a lack of in female boxing. So we want to keep trying to promote it. So again, events, doing more events, getting out, talking more about it, letting people know that hey, it's really actually quite a safe sport.
Yes.
In terms of concussions, less concussions than something like soccer or horseback riding.
Yes.
Right? But people don't know that.
Cheaper than horseback riding.
Cheaper than horseback riding.
For sure.
Right.
Best way to be a millionaire, be a billionaire and get a bunch of horses.
I love it. Yeah. So we do have the place, we have the system, and now we're trying to get the people. And our competitive program has grown quite a bit, right? So we're doing something right.
I think it's also probably a education piece, because before, I guess, really boxing was the only combat sport.
Yeah.
And then now you have MMA, which is definitely a combat sport. However, because it seems the MMA is so tightly held by the ownership, right, that there's not a whole bunch of outside influences that are allowed to check in on said athletes.
Yes.
So whatever goes, and it's done. But boxing has been around for not ever, but for a long time.
Yeah, it's one of the originals.
Yeah, and unless you're getting paid, the gear's on your head.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's a really, really good point. It's an education piece, and yes, it is combative, but it is not gender specific. It is whatever. And
it's such a great tool for fitness and development. So
and mental toughness.
Toughness, right?
You can't sub yourself out.
You can't. And if you decide to get in competitive boxing, it's one-on-one. It's up to you.
Yes.
Right? And I love that aspect of it. That it puts the onus on you. It's kind of like being a business owner. You can't put it on other people. At the end of the day, the business is going to live and die based on the owner or the founder or the person that's in charge.
That's true.
So...
And no such thing as a good excuse in that regard, right?
That's true. No such thing as a good... Right, yeah. There are reasons, but there's reasons and excuses, right?
That's true.
That's it, man.
So, you're right, business. Now, was there, I have the pleasure of having a business coach for my real estate business.
Yeah.
And then we have calls every other week and going over what do you need to do, where do you see it moving forward, what are the opportunities, what are the pitfalls we got to avoid, what are we seeing in other markets. When you decided to open your academy, did you have a formula you followed? Did you play by ear? That's got to be daunting to do something that has normally been a basement venture, or probably, I'm sure there's trainers, one-off trainers, and meet me here, meet me there, let's go.
So, I'm the youngest, and I learned a lot from watching. I watch my brothers, I watch my dad, I just watch, and I learn a lot by that, right? And so I watched some of my coaches not struggle financially. The gym struggled financially.
Okay, yes.
They were taking money out of their back pockets. I watched them take money out to pay the rent because there weren't enough dues. And I was just like, so they worked a full-time job, and then they volunteered to come and run the gym. And I was just like,
plus it cost them. Yeah.
I don't ever want to do that.
Yeah.
So how can that be a thing? So when I retired from boxing, there was a job that became available in Guelph as a boxing coordinator.
Okay.
And it paid, I'll never forget, it paid $17.50 an hour, right? So, which was not a lot of money considering where I was coming from.
Right.
And I was like, okay, I can get paid $17.50 an hour to go and learn.
Right.
Sign me up.
Right.
So I went there and I served them well, brought in new programs, and then whenever they got into the books and the numbers, I was there. And I'm watching and I'm learning, and these guys knew numbers and they knew how to run a business.
They were numbers first, right? It was the sport second.
Yeah, yeah. Numbers first, sports second. You know, we would do an event, and at the end of the event, it took them maybe an hour and a half. Everything was reconciled, boom, boom, boom. Numbers were there. How much did we make? Da da da. And I was just like, whoa.
Yeah.
This is next level.
Yes.
Sales sheets, Excel sheet. Boom, 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 boom. Who was checked in? Da da da. I'm like, whoa. Like that's organized. And so after a year, I was like, okay, I think I'm ready to do this on my own.
Right.
And then I went out on my own and started from there with that foundation. And John Colangeli, who was the CEO of Luther Ricotta, he came in to speak at I did Leadership Watty Region. He came in to speak, and I was like, man, I like this guy. And I said, hey, can I sit with you like for an hour or whatever? Yeah. And I sat with them and I asked them questions, and I still have the notes. I like to write notes. And I said, if you had to hire somebody, who's the first person you would hire? And he looked at me and said, somebody who can do administration but understands numbers. Nothing will sink a business quicker than mismanaged numbers. Okay. I'm like, thank you. And I went, that's the first person, Aaron. First person, Aaron. First person, Aaron. That was her. I was like, ran into her one day. I was just like, hey, what do you do? Da-da-da. Here's my card. And first person, and 18 years later, yeah, she's still here.
She's a force of nature. She can sink a ship by herself. Right. You know, just by looking at the ship, say, ship, you're going down. Ship, man, plug, pull. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
And since so again, and then now boxing is an individual sport, but now, for the most part, it's a team sport.
It's a team. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I guess what to you makes the best team member?
Oh, the best team member.
Well, no, like makes a great team member.
Yeah.
No such thing as the best. Everybody does their role. Some days they're the shining star. Some days that's their moment, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you what do you look for in a team member, or what have you learned over the past?
You know what? I
years?
think right now in this current spot, this current moment, because I might answer this different if you ask me, next week.
Sure.
But I'll say collaboration. So there's all kinds of things, but collaboration. So being willing to take information, give information. So it's all collaboration. Whether someone's sharing with you and you take it, you're collaborating with them, or you're giving information, you're collaborating with them. Whether you're it's being able to do that, to give information and then execute, obviously. But yeah, being able to collaborate. Yeah, I like people who want to be a part of something more than just themselves.
I love that.
Right? Do you want to do your own thing?
Yeah.
Do your own thing. I got respect for that. What do they say? If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far,
go together.
Go together. I want people who want to go together. Like let's,
I like that.
So I fought for 2 world titles, right? And after my first world title, and Lex Lewis said this to me, he said, sometimes you gotta kiss ass in order to kick ass.
Yeah.
On the way up, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yes.
Right? So I fought my first world title. I was like, that was an okay experience, but I don't know, something was off. And I decided that I'm only gonna do business with people that I actually like to be around for my second run.
Yeah.
And man, and that's how I do life now.
Sure.
And it's different.
That's how I do real estate. Some people don't like it.
You gotta figure it out, man. Right?
We're about to get. If I have your house listed, then we're in a relationship. I moved in, so
right.
It's gotta.
It's got. Yeah. So that was a big moment for me, and that's how I do life.
So, taking your life now, moving forward, if some people find this motivational, and whether it's again these, I find this motivational. So to me, I love these conversations because they're life conversations. It's not here and now. We're not talking about tariffs. Who cares? Right? Because they're gonna come and go. What have you? If people want to get involved, right, and different. We're talking kids, we're talking business owners, we're talking just parents, we're talking anybody. What are different ways that they can get involved? Is it, do we look for open houses at SydFIT? Do we come to one of your Destiny boxing events?
Yeah.
Champions for Charity. What would you love to see going forward? This is as, you know, what would you love to see moving forward from here?
Just connect with me. So shoot me a message on LinkedIn.
Stare down that pipe.
Shoot me a message on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Facebook, email, sidupboxingbysid.ca. Yeah, I just gave it out. sidupboxingbysid.ca. Not a lot of people have it. All right? Just shoot me a message and just say you want to connect. And what I do is I provide solutions.
Okay.
I am really good at it. Like, I don't care what excuse you have. Oh, I can't do this because of that. Here's the thing. Time, money, and energy. Those are the three things, right? People are, I don't have enough time.
Yeah.
I don't have enough money. I don't have enough energy. The very thing that you say you don't have enough of, that's what we're going to give you.
Yeah.
If people say I don't have enough time, if you come and train, you're going to have more time because you're more productive. Energy.
Yes.
You come and you exercise and you're around people, you're going to have more energy.
Yes.
Right? Money. You come and you learn how to work into a system and be more disciplined, you're gonna get more money, right? Like all these things. So like, there's no reason why anybody should not want to come and get a part, be involved with something that's gonna make them better. Do you have to be a boxer? Nope. Will it make you better? Yep. Do you want to be better? Come to SydFIT.
Here we go.
Okay.
Well, the one and only Syd Vanderpool. Yeah, I get the hang of the champ.
Let's go, man.
Let's go. Thank you very much, and look forward to the next one. But I wouldn't be surprised if we have Syd on again. If
Would love to.
Aaron
Would love
lets us. All right. Take care, guys.
All right.
Bye.